Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Saturday. I know I said I was coming up to the new place on Friday, but today, hopefully I'm meeting somebody here that's gonna give me an estimate on some work, and maybe we can get the ball rolling on that front. But if not, I'm gonna be here all day. I got my chainsaw, I got my sawzall, I got my loppers, and I got my my weed whacker. And we'll just see what I can do today while I'm out here, and I will take you along. First, let's take a look at, I need a driveway. It'd be nice to be able to drive this minivan back there instead of walking back and forth with all my tools and stuff. So let's take a look at what needs to be done for a driveway, and then I'll get to work. Okay, this is the little road that comes in, and down there at the bottom of the hill, that's where my property line starts. It comes all the way up here, and then just past this pile stuff, there's a little sign goes back there. So about right here seems to be the best spot to put a driveway in for now. I've got a little bit of a dip here from the road, so that would need to be filled in. Probably should put a culvert, a small culvert there. Might be able to get away with not having one to begin with. You know, just make do until I can get moved down here and then start doing some more stuff. Yeah, I need to move this big old log, and I'm gonna pick up my weed whacker while I'm walking back there. But probably need to take out these group of trees. Not for the driveway, I can wait on that, because there's enough space to get through there. I've got a 12 by 40 cabin that needs to get back to where we're headed right now. So gravel, I definitely need gravel coming through here. This is kind of a low spot, and might be a problem in the future, but we can probably deal with it now with some gravel. I'm gonna try to weed whack in there today. I do know there's a big hole in here, but yeah, I'd like the driveway to go through here. And some issues before I can have the gravel put down is that's a pretty big hole right there, probably where a stump used to be. And then I got two more stumps over here that probably got to deal with. That one might be able to cut it off closer to the ground, and that one might be old and rotten enough. Some type of machinery might be able to push it over. I don't know, but it's got to get out of the way so that I can get my cabin. There's also kind of a dip right here. That might be where water runoff goes. I haven't noticed that yet. It might just be a natural dip. But yeah, so that's what needs to be done with the driveway. Is I got a couple stumps to deal with, and a hole to deal with, and then bring in the gravel and all that stuff. But all right, so we're back. My shed to house will go about where that burn pile is. I'm not going to burn today. I will wait and do that next time. But I got some brush that I cut down last time I was here. I'm gonna pile that up, and then we'll get to work creating some more brush. But I'll turn around, and so the driveway will kind of wind around and then through the trees and then back out to the right behind where the minivan is. First order of business, I have decided I could have gone several different directions, but I think while my legs are still working this morning, I'm going to try to drag a bunch of this brush that I cut down last time and get it piled up over there on the burn pile. So yeah, I'm not even going to film that. It's just going to be me walking back and forth, carrying big old branches and throwing them on a pile. All right, 2 trees left on the ground here, and I'm going to cut them up so they're easier to move. But yeah, get those 2 trees, and then I am done cleaning up this mess, and I can start making another mess. Okay, time for a break. I decided to start working on this area first. Driveway. That's a straight shot. That is a straight shot. So instead of coming in and curving around and going there, this would be a straight shot. So I figured, yeah, we'll go ahead and clear out there. There's some old rotten trunks. This might be easier to deal with than swerving around. I still got those 3 trees right there. Yeah, I'm not in the mood to try to get those. I'm not an experienced lumberjack by any means. But yeah, if I can do a straight shot coming in here for a driveway to bring in a 12 by 40 foot cabin, then yeah, that's exactly where I started. All right, I think it's like 1 o'clock, and I need a break. So I think I'm gonna run into Boonville, which is like 10 minutes away. Sit down at somewhere with air conditioning and give myself a little lunch. And I'll be back at it this afternoon. So see you in a bit. Started the afternoon with a little bit of weed whacking. Yeah, those string trimmers, they're only good for yeah, really thin grass type stuff. Any type of woody things like the blackberry stuff, it just can't handle it, so that's what the loppers are for. But all right, I got some of that done. Now I'm gonna work on this section behind me, and this might be where my storage shed goes, septic system, who knows, but it's right here, right close to the house. So the more area I have around the house that's clear for stuff, the better. So, all right. And I wanted to pick a spot in the shade. Another little section cleaned out. I got a feel in this group of trees, and those trees are gonna go. I know those are gonna go probably for the driveway, but those are just, yeah, sorry trees. Bad, wrong place, wrong time. All right, time for a break. Oh yeah, and I'm not going to be the one taking out these trees. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing enough to attempt that. Now, if somebody was here coaching me, I'd give it a shot, but not today. Well, the burn pile has grown quite a bit. So that's where I was working earlier. And that's where, like, the main entrance driveway. Shed the house is going about where the burn pile is. And now we're getting into chicken territory. So all that mess I cleaned up earlier was down here. And now we got, I'm gonna try to tackle some in there. It's in the shade. I got this tree right here. I'm gonna start on that first, and then look at that jungle back there. That's all kinds of, let's see, honeysuckle vines, greenbrier vines, blackberry vines, all kinds of stuff. So I might not get very far because it's a thicket, but I'm gonna get at it. Okay, break time. Then we'll go take a look at what's behind that wall of vines that I just knocked out. That's the area I was just clearing, the wall of vines. Got a downed cedar tree, some other downed trees in there. But just to give you an idea where I'm working here. The power lines and the road is that way. And behind this wood pile, that's where I was working earlier today. And there's a big old burn pile, and that's where the shed to house is gonna go. So yeah, I've got a lot of chickens, man. I have got a lot of chickens, but so I'd like to work more in this area, and I wanted to get that wall of vines. Let's go walk over here, and this is a neat little spot. This is I'm kind of in a dip where I'm at now, and then it goes uphill, and right behind this wall of vines is yeah, it's not too thick in there. A lot of small stuff that wouldn't take long, some down trees, and I can turn this into a chicken run pretty quick. Yeah, some trees leaning over, quite a few trees leaning over, a lot of trees leaning over. Ground might be soft here, which, hey, maybe this is a good garden area. Or what I was thinking is if I could get my storage shed in this area, run electric to it, run water to it, then I've got water and electric in two spots. You know, I'll have it at the house, and then I'd also have it out here, and that would help me expand the areas where I can put my chickens and have it be pretty easy to use. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I forgot what I was talking about. A neighbor pulled up and stopped and talked with him for quite a while. Nice neighbor. He's got a great name. I won't tell you what it is. But yeah, I was taking a little hike back here. I just cleared this wall of vines. And then there's not, this is a nice high piece of ground. So I was thinking maybe my storage shed, running electric and water out here, so I have another outlet to take care of my chickens. And then I was gonna hike in here and see if, you know, I don't need a gravel driveway back here, but if I get a bulldozer out here for a day, they could definitely knock out a path from under the power line, so I could, you know, bring a vehicle back here with the chicken feed and unload it in that storage shed. So yeah, this is a nice little flat high ground area, and starts going downhill into a creek in that direction, and then there's a little dip in there, and then it goes back up to where the shed to house is gonna go. All right, I don't even know what time it is. I'm gonna knock out a few more of these trees, and then we'll probably call it a day. Let's take a little look from the road. So right here is where I'm thinking the driveway, and that's where I was working, right back in there. Then we can take the driveway straight back, and yeah, you can kind of see the clearing for the house and the brush pile. And then I've been clearing in this direction. That is north. But I've been clearing in this direction behind. There's like a 30-foot buffer of brush, and not this junk in front, but behind the power lines there. And there's my landmark, the big pine tree. This big pine tree right there. So I have cleared behind the buffer. I have cleared almost to that pine tree. And that's so just to the left of the pine tree is that little flat area that's a little bit higher. And so that's where I was thinking of my storage shed, going there and running electric and water to that storage shed. And then my property, that's I don't know, that's probably halfway. So we've gotten a good 150 feet cleared from the south property line to the middle of the property. And all right, now I'm gonna sit down for a minute. But yeah, that's kind of where I've been clearing today, was straight path for the driveway, and then clearing further back there to that that big pine tree. It is about 6:30, so I'm gonna head out of here. Going in Boonville, picking up some chick starter. I got some that tied me over the other day, but now I'm gonna hit Tractor Supply, get some chick starter, and maybe hit the Walmart, grab a few groceries. I'm all kinds of sweaty and gross, but I just don't care. Yeah, put in a full day today. I am happy about that. I am happy about that. And one thing that's good about having to wait on heavy machinery is I can change my mind and get to know my land a little bit better. So yeah, a week ago I would have had a different plan for a bulldozer than I do today. So now, you know, my plan for a bulldozer would be the driveway, number one, and then opening up another driveway and an area for my storage shed further down the property to give myself two separate areas for electricity and water. And that is always helpful. And who knows, I might want to put a RV hookup down there also. You know, while I'm running electric and water, might as well do it. But yeah, well, my dreams are bigger than my budget, as always. But who knows, we will get there. But yeah, that's one good thing about having to wait around is I can get to know my property better, and I can change my mind on what I would want done. So yeah, one day of bulldozer work, would I'd be ready. I'd be ready for the gravel, and then once the gravel is in for the driveway and the pad for the house, I could bring the house in here. So yep, but in the meantime, I can do what I did today and just knock out a little bit at a time, learn my property a little bit better. And when I'm out here, the neighbors stop by, I get to know them a little bit better. Who knows, maybe they know people with tractors and bulldozers and backhoes and all that stuff. You just never know. But so far, all the neighbors I've met out here have been super cool, you know, very supportive, and yeah, so that's always a good thing, looking out for each other. And there's one guy that just he just drives around here all the time, keeping an eye on everything. He's a real good guy. So it was nice to have, you know, the neighborhood watchman keeping an eye on things. I don't have anything valuable out here right now other than firewood. So, all right, I am out of here, but thank you so much. I worked my tail off today and had fun, and I still got a smile on my face at the end of the day. So you know your dreams are coming true when that happens, and that's thanks to all of you out there helping me out. I can never say thank you enough. I really do appreciate it, and I'm showing that appreciation by working as hard as I can. And I will talk to you guys later. Plans Sunday and Monday with family and friends. I don't know how much filming I'll do, but I'll be back at it next week for sure. All right, everybody, have a great weekend and take it easy.